Hello, have you wondered why some people just can't fall asleep? Some of them for days, for weeks, for months, and even for years. They try hard and they can't sleep, regardless of what they do. Some even take sleeping pills. Some take even alcohol to help them sleep. Why is it so? Now, there's so many potential reasons why this happens, and there are many potential solutions. But today I'm just going to be focusing on one thing that you can do if you're in that category, just one thing that can improve your sleep. So if this is your problem, then look no further. Today I'm going to be discussing just one tip that you need to practicalize, and that will turn things around most certainly. I am Dr. John Olui, a specialist neurologist, and I have helped a lot of people sleep better. I've seen quite a lot of people with this problem in my clinic, and I have helped them turn things around. So I'm going to be sharing with you a single tip today, just one intervention. Of course, in future videos, I'll be introducing some other interventions, but I like to make things practical and very simple, something that you can implement in your life that will turn around your sleep. So stick around till the end and you won't regret doing so. So welcome you back to Brain Gist. This channel is a channel dedicated to educating people about the health of the brain and every other thing that has to do with the brain, overall helping you learn more about this fascinating organ, your brain, and the entire nervous system. So I encourage you to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Now, delving into the topic of today, which has to do with, that one thing that you can implement that can potentially change your story, no matter how long it's been that you've struggled with sleep. Now, I will introduce this topic by telling you about Mr. X. Mr. X was recently referred to me in my clinic as a neurologist for solution because he has been having trouble sleeping for about 3 years. So this man would usually need about 3 hours to fall asleep. So if he went to bed at 11, which is his desired bedtime, you can be certain that he wouldn't fall asleep until about 2 a.m. And when he came in, the referral note from his referring physician was like, well, we want to know what was the best sleeping aid that would help this young man, because we've tried some certain sleeping aids or sleep medications, but that hasn't helped him. So we want you to recommend the best treatment options. But then when they came, the point is, for me, it's not about sleeping aids. It's not about sleeping medications. So when we delve into their history, we were able to identify what exactly the problem is, and we're able to, direct them set them in the right direction, set them in the right path to recover their sleep. So they did not go home with a sleep med, but would rather try to fix the underlying cause. And one of such tips that helped this young man, Mr. X, is what I'm going to be describing today, and just one thing which you may be doing wrongly. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So I'm sure many of you have trouble falling asleep. For some of you, you already know that it takes you 2 to 3 hours to fall asleep, no matter what you do. I'm sure what we found out about Mr. X is true with some of you. And that's the fact that he started looking at the fact that since it took him 2 to 3 hours to fall asleep, he would go to bed around 8 o'clock p.m. and then just to leave about 3 hours window for him to fall asleep, hoping that if he goes to bed early at around 8 p.m., definitely by 11 p.m., he would have fallen asleep, so he goes to bed early, but that didn't solve the problem. And I'm sure many of you are doing exactly the same thing. And that's the point I'm going to be addressing in this video. That, I've talked about the causes of insomnia in the past, and one of the major causes of insomnia is maladaptive behaviors, maladaptive thinking about sleep. So going to bed earlier than usual with the intention to give more time to fall asleep would not solve the problem. Actually, it's going to be counterproductive. It's going to do the opposite of what you intend to achieve, because now you're going to now entrench the belief and make the brain realize that it has a problem falling asleep. So you're going to be there for hours and not be able to sleep. So the point is understanding the way the brain functions. So the brain is more or less like a child that you need to train. And the brain is very trainable. So the idea is, if you're not falling asleep, the best thing to do is go to bed at the exact same time when you plan to sleep every day. If your desired bedtime is 11 p.m., there is no point going 2 hours or 3 hours before hoping to fall asleep. Hoping to gain more time. By doing that, you would only be promoting the sleeplessness. You only be, reinforcing that belief that there is a sleep trouble and you may not sleep. So what you should rather do is, if it's 11 p.m., you have no business with your bedroom or your bed until that time. So keep going to bed at the exact same time. If it's 11 p.m., go to bed at 11 p.m. every single day. It's like training the brain, helping the brain recognize that 11 p.m. is the sleep time. Regardless of what happens, you may be there from 11 to 2 a.m. or to 3 a.m. before falling asleep. It doesn't matter. Just make it consistent, and then eventually the brain will learn to fall asleep at that time. So remember, the brain behaves exactly like a child that you're trying to train or introduce to something new. So you just need to create that discipline, that consistency. Go to bed at the exact same time every day that you want to sleep. You have no business going to bed earlier, regardless of what your previous experience is. And that way you'll be able to retrain your brain to reestablish your previous normal sleep habit. I do hope you learned something today. I'm sure it will surprise some of you. This simple trick or simple tip can potentially transform your sleep life. So I'd like to hear hear from you in the comment section what you think about what I've said today, what your experiences are, and if you implement this, what your experiences are. I'd like to hear them. So please share this video as well, and don't forget to subscribe. And certainly in the future, I'm going to be releasing other videos about other tips that would help you sleep better. But from my side, it's going to be one tip, one simple tip, implementable tip per time. Thanks for watching today. I appreciate it, and I am looking forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now. Signing out.